Hey there, are you tired of watching the same crappy show over and over again?
What is this shit?
And you tired of the woke bullshit of today?
Douchebaggy motherfucker, cocksucker, shit, motherfucking prick.
And are you tired of overpriced video games that don't work day one with overpriced DLC? If this all sounds right, then the Ninj-Yang show is right for you. All you have to do is come and subscribe, and make sure to listen to the podcast. I'll desire all your needs. Ninj-Yang, no bullshit, straight up content. The content that's right for you.
What's going on, guys? This is Dice coming right back at you, and today we're going to be talking about the state of the Sonic. This is episode 3. I hope you're all having a great day, and today I have my friend here, Robert. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
No?
I can hear you now. Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, yes, okay. Alright, coolio. I just want to make sure. Well, okay, Robert, say hi.
Hello.
Alright. Yeah, man, I don't know if you guys know, but Robert is a longtime friend of mine from school. You guys might know him on the Sonic channels or Sonic community. He goes by a different name. He goes by Robert. You don't? No one knows you? Oh, you got people got to know who you are, man. Someone's got to know you.
I have like 200 friends on Facebook, and I got like no one on fucking Twitter.
Oh well, maybe we gotta change. Maybe we gotta have to change that. I don't know. We'll change that today. So let's talk about the state of Sonic, and we talked about this last time on the phone about the movie. So I thought I'll let you go first since you're the guest, and then I'll give my 2 takes on Sonic 2.
The movie's like a solid 7 out of 10, or a strong 7 out of 10. I feel that a lot of it felt like I saw it much more than the first one, but in terms of like singing its praises, I mean, it's like a Marvel movie. You watch it, the colors, it's pretty. It's like Shadow.
Yeah.
It's just bad as a popcorn movie.
I hear you there.
It's like the best thing I've watched in like fucking years. So.
Well, and I think a lot of people feel that way because movies have sucked. I know you're not a big movie buff like I am, but movies have really sucked for the past.
I don't like movies.
Yeah, it sucked for a while. I can't even. I kind of lost track of how long movies have been bad for. But Sonic 2 seems like a fresh air of something different. It knows what it wants to be, and that's all that matters.
At least until it starts to trend to like more video game movies. 'Cause I know there's like Pikachu and shit, and then like a Mario meets the Minions movie or some bullshit.
Oh yeah, did you hear about how the guy who's gonna play Mario's not gonna have like an Italian accent, and that pissed off a ton of people?
I think everyone's heard about that shit.
Yeah.
Everyone's heard about that shit.
Yeah, I've seen the original Mario movie, and that movie is like cheesy. It's not. It doesn't even follow. Well, it does. It's bad in a good way, should I say?
About Sonic, though.
But
Talking about Sonic, man.
yeah, but if I can ask
In
you,
terms of, like being fresh, like yeah, it's fresh. It's fresh until Hollywood takes advantage of it, and we see like 20 fucking video game characters getting their movies exactly like Sonic.
oh yeah,
That's terminology before shit hits the stone. Good, it's good what it is. Like to go watch it, it's fine. My little brother liked it. I can't complain otherwise.
now let me ask you something. If you had to rate the first movie and the second movie, how would you rate the first and second?
See, because I'll rate the first as a 7, and next the 2 as an 8. But the 8's too fucking high for that shit. It's a good movie. I don't know. Maybe I get 2 and 8. I wouldn't go that far. There's like Marvel stuff is like a hard 8.
Yeah, for me,
In terms like the first movie's like fucking Hop. The
Yeah.
first movie's like Smurfs Hop.
yeah, Smurfs Hop. That's kind of what I had in mind too.
It's Sonic, so you want to put it higher than it should be.
Yeah. Well, Sonic is definitely better than the Smurfs movie. I think everyone can agree with that.
Yeah, most definitely. I think the acting cast, the humans, they got the word. Even though it's the same guy playing the cop, they get Jim Carrey in there.
Yeah.
It patches a lot of fucking holes up. I liked it more than Pokemon.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
it was just a fine movie. I think it's a good. It's probably like the only
Oh yeah. Well, and I'm right with you with the Sonic movies 1 and 2. That's where I would put the score around 7 or 8. Depends on what day you ask me, but it's definitely around 7 and 8, somewhere around there. But when it comes to Sonic, I have to say, it's nice to see Sonic doing well somewhere. Because it's like every time Sonic comes, like, oh, Sonic, it's like, oh, doom and gloom. It's gonna either be a bad game or it's gonna be a mediocre. But it's nice to see that Sonic's doing good somewhere, because that's a rare thing to see now these days. See Sonic genuine being good, and actually, most importantly,
You saw it 5 years ago.
yeah,
You saw it 5 years ago with Mania. Everyone was like, raving.
yeah, no, but like how many games throughout those years actually were like, everyone can actually agree on that was actually good. I mean, yeah,
Oh,
that's
they're all fucking bad. I mean,
yeah.
The best game you could probably say is Colors.
Ugh,
Colors is
ugh.
still kind of like you hate it or you like it.
I mean, look, I don't hate it, but it's not the. It's definitely. I would put it as somewhat a tad bit better than Unleash, but it's still Unleash. It's like Unleash with. I don't know. It feel it has.
It's like Ukulele. It's not a good game, but I'm compelled to play it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably play Unleash a tad bit more than. So not a tad bit. Sorry, Colors more than Unleash. I mean, Unleash I played once. Remember, I bought. You got me that game, and dude, I was like, after I beat it, I was done with it. I mean,
It's the fucking metal shit. You play the game,
Yeah.
it's like, whatever, Werehog.
Yeah.
I played God of War, it's not that different. But you start playing the game, and it's like, okay, now go get like 10 more sun medals. Like, fuck you, I don't know how
yeah. Well, the thing about the game. That's how I felt about Unleash when I played it, because I originally started playing it on the PS2 because I grew up with the older generation. It took a while for me to get like a PS3 back in the early 2000s. But after I played Unleash, I was like done with it. And then after so many years, I actually went back and played on the more modern hardware. And from what I got from it was just the same game.
I've been playing that shit on
Yeah.
the Series X.
Yeah, well,
It runs like, it runs
PS3.
pretty on a Series X. It's
Yeah.
60 frames a second. It looks very pretty for a game like that.
Mhm.
But the game's still the game like that. So I've been playing.
It's a-
I've been playing
yeah.
that one recently,
It's
along
a-
with, like, Colors.
It's the same game. Unleash is still the same fucking game it was back in when it came out. I think 2009. I think I don't remember.
It's not the worst thing. I hate it. If someone said it was their favorite game, I'll wince a little bit. But at the same time, it's like.
I'd be like, oh
like,
yeah,
it's
sure.
definitely, like, worst games out there.
I mean,
It's just like.
yeah.
I
Well,
come home from work, I'm fucking tired, I want to play something, I don't care what the fuck it is, I'll pop it in because why not?
well, and this is a Sonic community, man. This community.
Like, in general.
Yeah, the Sonic community is known to be like try to be different. They try to sound cool, like, oh, the best Sonic game. I've heard this opinion before. I just scoffed and laughed like, bah, that's bullshit. Sonic. What do you call that game?
No.
That Sonic.
You're a more interesting person if you can come up with ways to hate on Sonic Division 2.
Oh no.
The more
Yeah.
you have with that game, the cooler person you are.
No, it was a Sonic game. I totally forgot about it. It was on the Neo Geo, the Neo Geo fucking Pocket. I can't.
Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, but I heard people say this is the best Sonic game ever.
The sprites are pretty. The sprites are pretty. That's about it. It just plays Sonic 2.
Well, it's practically Sonic 1 in Neo Geo's system. I mean, practically that's what it is.
It's like Sonic 2. It's
Oh,
like
Sonic 1 or 2, yeah. And I'm like scoffing at this guy's like, oh, this guy's trying to, this like, oh, that's bullshit. I mean, that's not the best Sonic game.
You have nothing else but fucking Neo Geo, Pocket, Color, whatever. The thing that had the SNK card game on it. It's cute if you have that shit.
I'd be laughing. I was like, damn, I would like to hear this. Whoever had this opinion, I'd be like, I'd like to hear their opinion on Sonic Jam on the Tiger Electronic system.
My favorite game was fucking Advanced 3. For the longest, that was my favorite.
Advance 3?
Because you could have with the characters. Advanced 3 was for the longest until Mania came out.
Oh, Advance 3 is like the best Advance series out of the other three.
People disagree. A lot of people will say like 1 or 2, and I don't like 1 or 2 that much.
Oh, 3 is the best. I played 1 and 2. I mean, they're okay. I mean, they're, I guess, fine, but 3 was just...
It has, like, generic world levels, and
Yeah.
it has like the boss fights that suck.
Why do let me ask you? That's kind of a new one. Why do people like the? I understand the second one, but the first one, like, you're gonna have to explain on how.
Sonic 1.
Huh?
They like it. It reminds me of Sonic 1.
Oh,
It's, like,
okay.
simple, and it was, like, my first
Nostalgia?
game. It was like, oh, it's so nice. I wouldn't say nostalgia, but I'll say that it's more simple. It does less shit. Meanwhile, in 3, I guess you could say it asks a little bit more of you because there's like Bible pins everywhere and shit.
Yeah, Sonic
But in
1
like,
reminds me of Sonic Flash. Do you remember Sonic Flash?
Yeah.
That's at least this one I played. That's what I got. I think.
It's just so basic. So basic.
Yeah.
You kind of play it. It's like,
I mean,
if you're someone who plays Mario a lot, you'll love it.
you know, and just like the guy who was talking about the Neo Geo, like the Sonic being that's like the best Sonic game ever. I kind of scoffed at the idea, and I said, I wonder how this guy would his opinion would be with the what is that terrible that Sonic Jam game? What was that one Sonic Jam game that came on that one of the worst handheld systems of all time? Tiger, yeah, Gamecom. God, that's a terrible Sonic game.
Actually, have this conversation, and the worst Sonic game is either gonna be that shit or the Tiger Electronic game.
Oh, that's the worst. That's the worst one ever. I've always said this.
Like, objectively, the worst Sonic
Yeah,
game
that is the worst Sonic game. That yeah,
Tiger Electronic shit.
yeah, that's the worst game, Sonic game ever made. I said like I told somebody if your parents got you a Tiger Electronic, your parents hated you. I mean, that was a common thing in the 90s. I got in a few of those crappy Gamecom system, like, well, not Gamecoms, but, you know, the Tiger Electronic cheapo things, and, yeah. Oh,
Sonic Happy Meal toys, those shits are fucking awesome.
yeah. I mean, the Tiger, let me put it this way, the Tiger Electronic had great artwork and a great, like, little device, but the game itself was garbage.
I mean, it's kind of copied shit from the box art. But
Yeah.
The fucking Happy Meal, the McDonald's Happy Meal shit, that's where it was at.
Oh, I like those things for collectibles. I never played them.
Yeah, fuck, no, you gotta play it. They're fucking cool. If you're a little kid, you're like 8, you're eating McDonald's, and you're gonna. It's cool. It's a really cool thing. It's way better than like the Sonic Tiger games. They're like proper games.
Yeah, well, and, you know, I'm one of the guys who grew up when McDonald's used to like have a fucking Nintendo system in their restaurant. I mean,
I remember the GameCubes.
yeah, many people don't believe that when I tell them that. It's like, what? A Nintendo and a Nintendo game system and
the kids they got rid of it because the kids kept fucking breaking them. And
yeah,
shit.
and I said,
The fucking ball pit and the
yeah.
had that shit all over.
Well, I said they removed those because kids kept fucking breaking them, just like how they removed the we call it the ball place in there. We called the ball pit because kids were taking the shit inside those. But yeah, I said we had it pretty good as a kid. We used to like play Nintendo while we were eating our fucking whatever, our chicken McNuggets or whatever.
To be fair, in fairness though, the kid can just bring their fucking Switch to McDonald's now.
Yeah, I mean you can do that now,
There's
but
less of a need for it. There's less of a need for it.
yeah. But it's still a cool novelty when you tell people that because kids are like, oh, that's bullshit. I said, no, look online, you'll find it.
State of Sonic. We're talking about fucking McDonald's and shit.
Oh well, yeah, we're right now warming up to that. Yes, yeah. Well, we did talk about some things like the Sonic fans liking game.
You made the comment about the state of Sonic and where Sonic's at right now. And
Oh yeah, like well, I've talked about how people think that what do you call that? I just mentioned just a few minutes ago the Gamecom, not the Neo Geo Sonic being the best Sonic game ever. You know, just
but
the.
what about the new shit? Like the movie just came out. Like obviously, like I want to talk about like Sonic's image and where that's gonna.
Okay, yeah. Well, the Sonic image in my eyes is it's definitely not the same as it once was. I mean, it's almost like I hate the character, but I love the character at the same time because I know he can do better. But it's
For me, I like Sonic like I like Family Guy. Ironic and semi like I'll bring it up, but only as like a joke to be like a quirky guy. I wouldn't really fucking sit there and be like, oh yeah, I like Sonic.
the way I see, at least, yeah, I see Sonic as American Dad.
There's not a lot to hate about Sonic. Admittedly, it's just so much of like you go back and read some of the games. Like Sonic's cool on a T-shirt, but in terms of
Yeah.
going back and playing the game, there's a lot of fucking issues. Like even like the
Yeah.
best game, even Mania. I'll even give it to Mania. Mania has issues. Mania, I'm just holding right the entire time.
Yeah.
Jumping.
And
And that's true, but I mean,
yeah.
like, if I have a fucking blunt in my hand, that's what I kind of want. I don't want to sit there and play Cuphead when I'm high. So,
You know, well,
just pretty colors, pretty music, Sonic's there.
Yeah.
That's all I need. That's why I like Mania a lot.
I think with the older games with Sonic, with me, one of the issues I ran into with the older Sonic games was mostly in Sonic 3. Sonic 3 started to introduce wacky mechanics, and I remember there was this one level that it took me a long time to like figure out. It was a circus level where you had to like jump up and down to try to move these obstacles, and you were on the time limit. and I died most of the time because the time ran out.
Dude, I was a stupid little kid. I never got past like Marvel.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I played all this.
Two, you did
Yeah.
Chemical Plant, and that was Sonic 2 to you. You liked it.
Yeah, well, and the thing about Sonic 2 is I played all of them and I beaten all of them, but Sonic 3 was that one game that really introduced like quirky mechanics. And I think over time Sega just started adding more like quirky mechanics. I think where
Where do you
Sonic
feel that leads to it now? Where do you feel that leads to now in terms of like where Sonic's at currently?
I think
Like,
it
be a little bit more like future about this shit rather than kind of going.
Yeah,
past.
well,
You gotta sit here
yeah.
and nitpick Sonic Adventure to its like fucking surgeons at this point. Like,
Well, the
everyone's
thing about
talking
Sonic's for me, and this is where I stand with Sonic, I think it's more like going to the arcade. You put like a quarter in a machine, and it's very archaic. It's very simple, and games are extremely simple tend to bore me because I'm not like, it's too easy. It's just too damn easy, and it's like I'm done with it, and I'm like, yeah, the experience is shallow. Another thing too I wanted to mention with Sonic, and this is something I actually put some thought into. I didn't really at the time think about it because it was like something that at the time I just came to realize is that the boost. I think the boost, in my opinion, has sort of like ruined the Sonic in a way because it kind of it makes we call it the spin dash things that you run on irrelevant. If you know what those things that Sonic runs on that makes him go faster.
Like a rec pad or
Yeah, I keep forgetting those things. But it makes that irrelevant, and it kind of breaks the
For
game.
Me, I don't blame the boost because I played Unleash, and Unleash it's like, yeah, you get boost for a lot of shit, but it more or less you want to be very frugal with it because there's certain situations that you need to boost, and you run out of boost quickly in that game until you level everything up. In terms of like what's the real problem, it's the level design. It's not.
Well, that too. Level design is
Boost not the issue.
too
Boost
basic.
is not the issue. It's just that you play colors and you just hold the button down. You play generations. You kind of just hold the button down.
Yeah.
To Unleash's credit, you push the button down. You let that shit go. You're gonna hit a lot of shit.
Well,
That's
yeah.
Unleash's.
Well, and I think the level design in the later Sonic games, I would say after 06, the starting with Unleash really changed the whole Sonic mechanic. Excuse me, hold on.
I mean, Sonic Rush in general just fucking made like so many goddamn. It was like the most influential game of the series. The way the music sound.
You talking about Sonic Rush on Game Boy?
The DS.
Oh yeah, well Game Boy DS. Yeah, Blaze the Cat. Yeah, I actually like that game.
So that had, to me,
I didn't like the
most
second one. The
influential
second
Sonic
one was
game.
unneeded.
Everything about Sonic changed from that shit because of that. That's what brought Sonic to sound more like EDM music and shit. That's why it was all electronic because you have like a Jet Set Radio guy working on it.
Well, you
So
forgot,
when
yeah.
it came out,
Well, you know,
everything else is gonna be all digital and stuff.
well, and the thing about too is that people forget that SA2 had some EDM in it too.
Yeah, but it is
Small
like
amounts.
to know with the guitar and shit.
Well, small amounts of EDM.
Yeah.
And so did 06. 06 had some EDM. A tad bit, not too much. Well, actually, but to be honest, 06, I wouldn't call it EDM. I call it big beat. It had a lot of big beat elements in it.
For me, Sonic Rush became what Sonic would have. That became the Sonic series. All that inspiration, all that feeling, all that style, that became Sonic. And that's where you saw a drop. You don't see Sonic being like a punk rocker anymore. You see Sonic more like.
You know, and that's the thing. That's an.
I say that.
Yeah,
And then you have the
well.
storybook games, so I'm not.
Storybook games are like whatever. I mean, they're not really good. I mean, I put the.
Yeah,
I know.
They're more rock, so
Yeah.
it'd be kind of incorrect to say it Sonic became EDM after that. It was more so like.
Well, that's the thing about too. I think a lot of people would like to know is that I guess this is my area where I think because I do like a lot of rock and roll. You know, people have asked me, do you think Sonic should go back to rock? And I just think, well, yeah, somewhat, not like fully. I think there's some good elements.
You used to know this and hit as hard as you did.
I like rock and roll. I mean, that's just a preference on my end. I think.
The Sonic Forces songs sound like fucking shit.
Oh, but the thing about Sonic Forces is that it's all a bunch of crappy remixes. I didn't care for Sonic Forces soundtrack. To me,
you played the Sonic racing game, the one where it's like teams and shit.
Which one? There's a lot.
The newest one. The newest one is like
T-
team racing.
PS4?
Sonic Racing.
PS4
Yeah,
one?
that's-
Oh, I played it. It was okay. I mean,
It's okay, man.
I mean, I played it and I played halfway and then I got bored with it. And I just kind of left it there. I might give it to my niece because my niece actually likes it, so I might just give that to her. Oh yeah, by the way, since I'm on it, that's a good way to transition. Let's talk about the bad of Sonic games. I'll start with this now.
We're gonna talk about Sonic state of the culture. I want to talk
Yeah.
about like Prime and shit.
Sonic Prime fan games?
And the IDW. No, the fucking the Netflix show.
Oh, I haven't seen them, man. I thought that was all fake.
No. Well, I mean, there's like leaks and shit like that.
I thought I thought that was like fake.
Because once you get with the future song, there's so much shit happening with the series right now.
Yeah.
The fucking movie, he's getting a Netflix show. Sonic Frontiers is still coming out.
Yeah.
I believe they're doing the classic compilation where they're putting like 1, 2, 3 CD.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I heard something about that, but
they're still pulling IDWs out. You know.
well, and the thing about the IDW Sonic, and I thought it was fake. I didn't know they were actually trying to push out an animated series. I thought it was fake because there's a lot of fake shit online, and I tend to not. Well, you said there were IDW was thinking about making like a Netflix Sonic show.
No, I did not say that. I did not. I said
Oh.
IDW comic. And
Okay.
Sonic Prime, which is the Netflix thing, and they're two completely different things.
Oh, okay. Well, I heard something about that, but I thought it was like a fan project. I didn't think it was like legitimate.
No. It's a big push. It's being made by Netflix.
Okay. Well,
It's being made by the people who made the really bad Mega Man cartoon.
ugh.
But at the same time,
Which one? Oh, I mean, there's quite a bit out there.
It's like Powered Up or some shit. I don't
Ugh.
know. It's not Mega Man.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
Netflix recently made Cuphead, and that wasn't that bad. That was actually pretty.
Cuphead, the game was good. I like the Cuphead game.
The Netflix show is really good.
Oh, I never seen it. I have to check it out.
That creates something with Sonic. That's
Uh-huh.
a recipe with Sonic to be there, but at the same time, Sonic's track record is not good. So
No, it hasn't been good for a while.
Netflix.
I mean, and I tried to be modest about it.
Outside the movie.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm not like disagreeing with those things. I mean, when it comes to Sonic is one of those products. And this is not just me saying this. This is from outside communities. Like if I talk about like Sonic and Halo or Doom, you definitely get like a frown in it. You know, people say, "Oh, it's a game that honestly maybe should just kind of die out," because people think that Sonic is like, kind of run as far as he can go. And some people think, some people say, "Oh, this grew out of Sonic. Sonic was like cool as a kid."
Fucking Paramount Plus TV show with the Chevy Tahoe and shit. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I mean, well, and I think about just like with the Halo community, I talk about game topics outside, and I ask people what they think about the movie, and said, "Oh, the movie was good, but other than that, I think some people think that's as far as that's what thing that." Well, I know. Oh yeah, Mania. Oh, I've said that a few times. It's a mixed opinion with some people. I mean, Sonic fans are.
It's only a mixed opinion if you're on the internet talking with weirdos who want to be contradictory to be contradictory.
Oh, I'm talking about.
Gamer and they all love Mania.
I'm talking about like outside the Sonic community.
Even then.
It's in the Halo community, from at least from what I got from it, it's like they think it's a good game. It's a decent game. It's not a game I guess they would automatically go back to, but it's one of those games they would like. They would say they would go play if they're like on a crapper.
You really can't go anywhere, so I can imagine.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, this from what I got from from people just talking about it. A lot of people just kind of like with Sonic. Sonic has like a stigma to it. It's just one of those games that like people talk about. They said, yeah, they'll play it, but they don't really give a shit about it. I guess that's the best.
They'll play it until they get to like a Tails level, and you're like, okay,
yeah.
I don't want to.
Well, maybe yeah, but just from what I get from other people who are not Sonic fans, they just don't give a fuck, and that's what it is. What it is,
For me, when I talk to someone who's not a Sonic fan who's into that shit, it's usually like Sonic Adventure 2 is good, Sonic Mania is good.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of grew up with Heroes, and that's kind of all I get from them.
Oh,
Everything else is kind of like we have to know.
Yeah. Well, and the thing too about Sonic, like when it comes down to Sonic, the older games are more like, to me, just I don't really enjoy the newer games as much as the older ones. Um, I'll give a game a try, but as I always say, there's a difference between playing the game, as I call renting the game, and then actually owning that game. And most of the modern Sonic games are rentals, in my opinion. Rentals. I mean,
For me, no matter the Sonic game, there's always like annoying shit you have to pull up with, and it doesn't matter about age. Like even to the very first one, there's fucking problems.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily that I'll say like they're bad or they're age in any regard. I just kind of say like I don't completely subscribe to the idea that Sonic games are worse now than they were back then necessarily.
I think they're watered down a lot more. They're definitely watered down.
It feels they're playing shit a little more.
Or shit, or repetitive is repetitive, yeah.
And it streamline everything around the gimmick, and the gimmick sucks. The game sucks.
Well, in the game, most Sonic games I played, like the ones that are modern, like Colors and Forces or whatever, because they all play the same. It starts becoming monotonous to a point where you just rinse and repeat, and you just want to be done with the game as soon as you can.
I think there's at least some nuance because it does play with boost a little bit differently.
Which one?
Say like generations or later. Unleashed.
Unleashed, yeah. Well, Unleashed was just
It plays with it a little bit. It's a little different. It
was the first game it was the first game that changed the Sonic formula. So of course it's going to be different because that was the first game that kind of changed Sonic.
It's a little bit different with it. The tricks are a little bit different with it.
I'll give it. Let me put it this way. I'll give Sonic Unleashed credit. It does the combos and some of the level design, and of course the gameplay does intertwine pretty well with the game. I'll give it that. But when it comes to like variation, it soon becomes more like rinse and repeat. Well, and the music too. The music.
In those games, you get drip fed the day stages so much that even if they're repetitive, it doesn't matter because I just spent 20 minutes playing the fucking werewolf. So daytime, I don't care about it.
Well, and the werewolf, I played the werewolf level, and honestly, it's not a real, like some of the things I found myself kind of like getting. The werewolf levels, the gameplay itself is not really good. Not good combat.
There's like one, I forget. You have to upgrade him. You have to upgrade Sonic with like the tiers toys you get.
Yeah.
And you upgrade the moves until you get a move in particular called Egg Scrambler,
Mm-hmm.
which is XXYYY, and that becomes just like the everything move, and I just use it because your crowd control, your damage output, your DPS.
Yeah.
It gears you along, so you don't have to sit there and wait for attacks. You don't have to worry about them hitting you.
Well, the thing about too is that the Sonic.
After a game, you become very familiar with that fucking move. That's all I do.
Well, and I played Sonic Unleashed, and one of the things that it's not the worst thing I've played. It's a rental for sure. It's definitely.
Possible, but the minute you compare that to like any other game, it's like, nah, I'd rather play there's like so many other games I've ever played.
Well, I think anything is worth playing in Unleash. I mean, there's plenty of games you can choose out of the category to play better. But most people say that's just cheating. Well, and the thing about what's another thing I could talk about Sonic right now? Other than the games being more of the same. One of the things I think is worth talking about when it comes to the older games, is I have my niece comes over every once in a while to come over and she just plays my games. I just let her play whatever. I have a lot of rated M games. I know people can't do that. I don't give a shit. Let her play whatever. I grew up playing more. I played Mortal Kombat as a kid. Whatever. I turned out right. But no, I don't have Fortnite. What for most part. Was that sarcasm?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I turned out pretty well, I think. I think we both did in some way. But no, I mean, I let her play whatever, man. I have a bunch of just random games, rated M to rated E. And she loves that Sonic Adventure, man. I mean, at least the second one, Chow Garden, and she likes playing as Rouge. And I finally introduced her to Heroes, and I just kind of like let her play it. And I think by level 2, she was like she put something else in. She didn't really like Heroes. And I asked her, well, we're not playing Heroes no more? She said no. She said it was too hard. And she said, I want to play the other one, SA2. And I told her, okay. I said, well, what do you like about this game? She said, oh, I like playing as Rouge and the Chow Garden. And I said, okay.
I have a little one. The little one likes to fucking shot.
Yeah.
Too.
I mean, and I don't like heroes. I mean, I'm surprised that she got through all the way through, after I think it was the second scene where the Metropolis is where she started to, like, get bored with it and starting to have time with it.
You have the pits, if you can't, like, jump over the pits, and it's like, you don't have the patience for it, you're gonna, like, get your shit rocked, and it's like,
yeah.
It's passable. I wouldn't say it's a fun game, but I wouldn't have too much against it necessarily. It's just kind of.
Well, that's you know how I feel about heroes, and I don't like heroes.
Yeah, there's this weird fucking hate boner for it, and it's just like.
Not hate boner, righteous boner, righteous man, rightful hating on the game because the game is pretty bad.
There's heroes. There's a lot more fucking shit inside that more. Like this was a fuck up. This fucking.
Okay, since we're on this topic, let's just go with it. People ask me about Boom. Okay, look, Sonic Boom is a terrible game, but I always tell people, I say, look, I saw that one coming. Boom was an obvious fail. I mean, I knew from just looking at the first title of the game that this game was going to be bad.
I thought that because they changed the art style, they added an American team working on it. I thought that was the special recipe. I did not expect them to make Sonic play like a fucking Lego game. I did not expect that. I also didn't expect the thing to be buggy as fuck.
I just had a hunch on it, and I had a hunch, and my hunch was right. The game turned out bad. I mean, there was just something about it that it didn't weigh right, and I just knew that this game was going to be bad because just Sonic Boom. It seemed like to me when I played Sonic Boom, it reminded me so much of that terrible Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. It reeked with that in its own right, and once the game came out, I said, yeah, I was right. The game, the cartoon's fine. The TV show is okay. I mean, it's not bad, but the game is garbage. The game is fucking dog pukes.
Like to me, I see Boom as being more disastrous than say something like 06 or Heroes.
Yes. Well, you know what? And to
me,
give
it's like I think that killed Sonic.
Which one?
Sonic until the movie Boom.
Oh, Boom! Oh, Boom was bad. Boom is like I'm not arguing. Boom is the worst one out, but that was a give me in my opinion. That game was already bad before it went out. I knew it. I saw it reeked with it, and I was right. My hunch was right about it. 06 got me by surprise. I remember 06 when it first came out. I mean, when I was in high school, the trailer was holy shit, Sonic is back. That was the whole thing. And the thing about 06 that people tend to forget is that the hype was actually real. People were actually really excited. It wasn't like some kind of it was like skeptical. It was an actually genuine. People thought it was gonna.
They didn't know better
back then. Let me say.
They never seen a bad Sonic game.
Yeah, well, I seen a bad Sonic game. I seen a bad Sonic game, but this game was like the way it looked, it kind of everything seemed like it was going back to like what Sonic was, Adventure 1 style. Yeah, very realism. Yeah, graphic realism. That back then when that's where every game had to be like realism. Yeah, realism, ragdoll. Final Fantasy, Sonic.
Look what he did with the crates. You got this white dude. He's fucking with the crates.
And the thing about it's like when I played Sonic 06, that's like, damn, Final Fantasy Sonic, shit, that's gonna be dope. And then when the game came out, it's like, holy shit, what happened?
13 Sonic.
Yeah, well, yeah, it had Princess Elise, Princess Elise Final Fantasy. It had all that Final Fantasy element in it. And I just remember it was the funniest shit, man. My friend in school, back when we were in high school, we would watch YouTube, and he would say some of the funniest shit. Like he saw the trailer for Sonic 06, and he said, "Damn, my fucking dick is hard." And I'd be like looking, what the fuck? I mean, are you okay? He's like, yeah. And we would just go from there.
My favorite shit.
Yeah.
No, 06 is fucking great because I can bring it to someone who never fucking played it before.
Oh, I've done that before.
Game over, like the mock section. Watching Game Over in the mock section, and because the game didn't save that shit.
Yeah.
Watching it, realize
In fact,
the best fucking game.
I have a friend named Robert. I went to when I was going to AI in Vegas. He's never played the Sonic 06. He's heard about the bad game, but he never found it in himself to play it. And I said, and he saw the game. I brought it here just to fuck with people, and people are like, oh dear. And Ian's like how bad is this? He
That's
looked.
the experience that keeps on giving.
Yeah,
Every time you
yeah.
play Sonic 06, you find some new fucking flaw with it.
Yeah, it's funny that and Robert says he's like, how could you looked at the back of the cover and my case? This game looks actually pretty cool. And I said, well, why don't you put it in, Robert? Not Robert, Ian. And he's like, okay. And he puts it in, and just like halfway through the game, he's like, when you beat the level, he's like waiting. He thought the game froze because of the loading times. And he says, dude, is your PS3 fucked up? And he said, no, just wait. And then the game loads up, and he says, holy shit. I mean, I could have took a piss and came back, and the screen will still be unloading. And I said, yeah. And then he plays the game, and then he actually starts realizing that the camera is like hard for him. And that's a funny thing. That's a common thing with people, like the camera in this game. I don't think the camera is the worst in that game. I think Heroes is the worst camera.
You wouldn't even notice the camera on Wave Ocean, though.
Oh no, I know.
Issue when you get to like the sand place, you wouldn't notice it then.
Well, and the thing about Ian is one of those gamers. He grew up on late PS3 and PS4. He didn't grow up in the early cycles of the game when cameras were, kind of free roaming in its way. So it took him some time to like figure out how to use the camera. Because he thought, he didn't know what, he thought the camera was like messing with him. And I said, no, dude, you just gotta get used to the analog. You're playing a 2006 game. Early 2000 games had this kind of, tilting camera you can, position any way. And, he didn't like it. I mean, he didn't like it because of the camera, he said. He said other than the game, he found it playable. He didn't have a hard time as much as some people did. He just found the camera.
It's kind of like a venture, you run and jump.
Yeah, I mean, and Ian is he's a big Shadow fan. So he follows me on YouTube, and we talk every once in a while. But he played 06 for the first time, and he was a bit kind of disappointed. He told me, I expected something worse. I mean, it's not bad. It's not good, but it's not the worst thing I played, he said. He said,
it's worse in concept.
Yeah.
You're someone who plays the game, you game out of Wave Ocean.
Yeah.
Well, go through the ring mission all over again.
Yeah.
And that creates like the worst first impression. And if you get over that hurdle,
yeah.
The desert level, and it's silver boss. And
Yeah.
it's like,
Well, the thing, yeah, and
a lot of them come from that.
well, the thing about
one experience and now soil it.
Well, the thing about 06, this is the things I have found annoying in 06. I every time I go to those levels, I just cringe. Like, I just want, please don't make me go through this shit again. Is the silver level where you gotta put these stupid fucking big balls with numbers in their proper holes. It becomes very tedious to do to open a fucking door. And the other one that really annoyed me was the one where you play as Rouge, where you get stuck on walls.
Haven't enough people shit on 06? Isn't that like, are we kind of just like saying like the same thing that everyone else has already been like saying already?
Well, like we're right now, we're yeah. Well, and like I was gonna talk about some of those things, but if you asked me about 06, just like Ian, he played the game the first time. I'm with Ian. It's not the worst thing I played, but it's not a great game. I mean, I played far worse. It's just that it's 4 is it's mediocre. I played 4, I beat it, and I was like done with it. It's practically Unleashed in its own right.
It's like a Flash game, dude. Unleashed looks free. Unleashed has shit going on for it. It has like the world's.
Yeah, well, okay. Maybe for you, but for me, it was just mediocre.
It's a shit game.
It's mediocre for me, and I was done with it. I didn't have a hard time playing the game like some people did. I was expecting a bad time when I first played 4. It is boring. It is boring, but it's not like broken or hard. It's very. No. Look. I'll play. I don't like Heroes. Don't like Heroes. Heroes. If I had the power to chaos control all these fucking terrible Sonic Hero games of all copies, I would stack them up in one big pile, pour gasoline on it, light it on fire, and take a big hot piss on it while that thing burns to death. I mean, that's how much I hate Heroes. I mean,
I don't know. Heroes is not that bad.
and if I could, I would throw Boom in there too, just for the sake of sparing people the terrible game.
I'm sorry, Shadow the Hedgehog.
No, Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow the Hedgehog gets a pass on it. How? Well, first off, Shadow the Hedgehog actually does a few things right where Heroes failed at. Okay, better level design, better grinding system when it comes to like grinding on the rails. Honestly, has guns, lots of guns, and great powers. And honestly, come on, evil Shadow Laugh. You're never gonna see that again. Some of the most corniest and best die.
Work for like 10 shots and you get rid of
No, not 10 shots.
Based around the stupid missions that you have to do.
I never ran out of gun ammo in those games.
Still controls like fucking ass. He still controls like Sonic Heroes.
Well, yeah, maybe if you're just like, running and blazing guns, yeah, I mean, of course you're gonna run out of ammo. But I never ran out of ammo in Shadow the Hedgehog. I've always ended the game with about 297, rounds in each gun. Okay, so yeah, I've never ran out. Other than the fact that how the game plays, I think the game works with Shadow a lot better than Heroes. In fact, I think the way the game was designed, Shadow the Hedgehog should have been what Heroes was. All the things that Shadow the Hedgehog did right should have been in Heroes, and if those things were in Heroes, I'm not done. I would have less hate for Heroes. But
what did Shadow do right? What did Shadow do right?
What Shadow did right, better level designs, okay, that worked for Shadow's character. It had a better grinding system when you kind of grinding on rails. The gameplay was
still kind of the same. Still kind of has that weird kind of like not floaty jump. It has like that weird jump art to it.
It has that like ice skating feel to it, but the thing about Shadow's the thing about Shadow's game is that the character Shadow's game works with him. It works better with him. Okay. With Sonic Heroes, it's just like I'm always like walking on eggshells. I have to use Tails half the time because of how clunky the gameplay is, and the bottomless death drops I have no control over.
I would consider the game would be good if it didn't have the missions. I feel the missions are so
Look, like I said before with you, I'm not disagreeing that the fact that the game was too long. I think they should have broke it down in 3 sections like SA2. I really think they should have done.
Just take the missions out and just show like let you pick and choose.
Well, they were like I was saying just there. I think they should have done like SA2. Different stories, hero, neutral, and dark, and then the last story. I really think that's what SA.
It's not fun to play a mission and have
Yeah.
to go like on each
I will agree with that with you, Robert. There's times where I played the game where the game was just too long. I mean, I don't hate it, but I do recognize the problems with it. Like one of the levels I absolutely hate in that game, and I despise playing it every time, is the Doom level, where everything looks the damn same, and you have to and there's actually a way to beat it, but
which is the one with the artificial chaos, which is the one where they
no, it's the one where you have to revive dead scientists. Okay.
No, the one I hate is when we have to fight every single artificial chaos.
Oh, that part was not hard for me. That part was not hard.
It's a boring, tedious fucking mess.
It's not as hard. I mean, the 2 levels. There's so few levels.
I rather play Heroes. I rather play Heroes because Heroes you just go to the end and you're done. Unless you're playing Chaotix, you're just playing. You get to the front, go to the end, you're done.
The thing about Heroes is that it's shorter, but there's so many bottomless death drops in that game, and the game is not forgiving in lives. Most people say, "Well, it makes the game challenging." No, it doesn't. It makes it. And the special. Let's talk about the Emerald stages. Since you're on that, I actually just remember the Emerald stages are busted. There's a few times when when I went back and played it on the GameCube, because everyone's always claiming the GameCube version is better. The game would crash. I mean, the character would get stuck and the game would just fucking crash. And then I realized I actually have to replay that same shitty level again. And I just gave up on it. It's like, damn, I can't play this game. I mean, yeah, you know what? Maybe
what if you just don't go for the others? Because the central stages suck. If I ever play the game, I'm just playing it.
Well, it's
one
still.
team and that's it. I'm over.
Well, it's still a crappy game. Okay, let's put it this way: if I just played Sonic and that's it, it's still a crappy game. I mean, it's not a game I would want to come back.
If I play Heroes like that, if I play Shadow the Hedgehog like I would play Heroes,
Mhm.
all I do is get taken to a bunch of gray levels, and I get a weird story where Shadow thinks he's a robot. And that's all
Well, that's the funny part. Some of the dialogue is that corny. I mean, I enjoyed some of those stories because it made me laugh, and I
It
knew.
makes Sonic look fucking lame. It makes the entire franchise look fucking lame.
To me, Shadow the Hedgehog is a good parody in my eyes. It's a good parody that it seems like the people behind Sega had a lot of time to play with the character, and it gave. I think it was a fun. I enjoyed the hell of it. So yeah, Sonic was corny, but let's all be honest. That fault goes that fault goes to 4 kids. Okay, because remember that they replaced the old cast. Yeah, we're Sonic Heroes. Yeah. Let's go crack that Eggman. Oh, God. Anyways, yeah, I mean, I get it. The dialogue is pretty bad. And yeah, and that game has to, like, pronounce every single thing like this. You know, it's a bit odd.
Both games have that fucking earworm of voice acting. You just get kind of sick of it. No matter what game. What is this?
Yeah.
It's Blue Sky. Have I seen it before? I forget that line, too.
Where's the computer room? Love that scene.
I guess to tie up into a bow, it's like as much as you get here.
Look, okay, let me put it this way. Okay, to be fair, because I'm gonna have listeners who go, oh, he hates Heroes. Okay, we all have shitty games we like. I'm guilty of these things too. But if we're having a debate about if Heroes is good, you're gonna find a lot of like red flags with that game. Now, if you like playing that game because it's bad, fine, okay, fine. But if you're trying to have a debate about Heroes being good, I mean, you're gonna find yourself falling short on good, reliable sources that the game just does not hold up over well. Like, just for example, I know that Shadow the Hedgehog is not loved, but do you see me here saying that Shadow the Hedgehog is best? I think it's the best. I mean, I think it's the last good Sonic game, but if I'm gonna have an argument about it, I definitely see a lot of the flaws. I'm not gonna be oblivious. I'm not gonna be oblivious to those things like a lot of Sonic fans are with Sonic Heroes. I mean, just with my niece, I actually had my niece play it. She enjoyed it. In fact, she actually needed my help with one of the levels because she got lost, and it was that same damn level that I actually played. And I had to kind of help her out with that. But when someone said online, it's like, what, you made her play Shadow the Hedgehog? Shadow the Hedgehog says, damn. I said, okay, I mean, but my niece's my stepsister's parents say damn all the time. I mean, I don't know, like, I'm not gonna be the judge on what's acceptable or not, but
You should probably have her play a good Sonic game if you saw her that much.
Sonic Adventure 2.
Give her Generations.
I know she's played all my games, man. I have all my games. I just let her pick whatever to play. I don't tell her. I let her just go in there and play it, because that's how I was as a kid. I just picked up and played something. I pretty much treat her just like I was a kid. I don't tell her what to play. If she doesn't like it, she'll put it back and put something else in. But she's played Generations, and let me put it this way: she likes Colors a tad bit better than Generations. Why? I don't know, but each his own, right? I think is that she's a girl, and all the colors, and
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I would say that maybe because there's a lot more variety with the colors than with the fucking list you get. There's a lot more variety versus Generations, where it really is just the same kind of deal.
But she definitely likes playing Adventure 2. She loved playing Adventure 2. She does play on my Dreamcast.
There's
Variety. She loves Rouge. That's her favorite character. Rouge is her favorite character. And the Chow Garden. She loves the Chow Garden. In fact, she spent more time in that than I ever have. I've only spent so much time in the Chow Garden. But she's like spent so much time, and she actually goes back and plays the game, man. She actually plays the story just to collect those green gems to level up her character. So that's dedication right there, if you ask me. But yeah, I mean, she's played all my old Sonic games. So far from what I've seen, she likes a lot of the somewhat older games and some of the new ones. Not very much the new ones, but she definitely likes a lot of the old ones. Because she definitely goes back to those and plays them a lot more. Like, Colors is the exception out of the rule, I think. She plays the ultimate Colors. In fact, last year for Christmas, I got her that game. Because she really liked it that much. She had a Switch. Last year, I got her a Switch. My stepsister was like, no, don't get her one of those. And I said, why not? I mean, let a kid have a game system. I mean, if she becomes obsessive, you take care of it. So I got her a little Nintendo system with that game with it. It actually came with another game too, a Mario pack-in. So, and she loves that thing to death. But yeah, man, when it comes to Sonic, the state of Sonic, when it comes to games, I think I told you this before.
That was the theme of the shit, wasn't it?
Yeah, we get carried away in our stuff. That's all right. I mean, I think I had this conversation with you before. I talked about how the state back, how things were back then for me, and how things are now. When you talk to a younger person, they hear what they speak. They pretty much mimic what they hear. But then you have the real story. Like if I talk about Sonic back then, I would say it would be hard for modern day Sonic to believe that no one hated Sonic. I mean, only Nintendo fans hated Sonic, but that was normal because back then that's how things were. Yes, console wars. And if you were a Sega fan, you supported Sonic. You were down with Sonic. And when Sonic Adventure and all those games came out, everyone were praising it. And after Sonic went away, the mentality slowly.
I feel a big reason why people hate Adventure is because it had a really shitty port on the GameCube. Adventure 1. I feel that's a big reason why people don't like it.
The port, the game. Which one were we talking about? DX or?
DX.
Look, I play those port versions. They're just enhanced versions of the original. I don't hate them, as some people do.
Ruins the original, I'm not asking.
But if you ask me, just overall with man, I'm trying to think of a better way to really summarize why people hate Adventure. I think people hate Adventure is because everyone loves Adventure. Like, think about it. Actually, sit down and think about it. Do you realize after? Well, like everyone, come on. Oh yeah, I was gonna get to that in a minute. Let's save that conversation for just a few minutes, okay? As I said before, through all the Sonic games that came out, people still want an SA3. That is still a thing, and that just shows that the Adventure. Well, yeah, people don't call it Adventure 3. There's a lot of people who want a genuine. Yeah, well, so they said the same thing about Unleash. Unleash was Adventure 3, so it's like no one really knows. But if people are still asking for a real adventure experience, that just shows that the Adventure series left a really big impact.
After that, I think they just want a Sonic game that's not Boost. I think that's what it is. They just want a Sonic game where you travel in 3D space.
Well, and maybe either way, I'm not arguing with that. But what I'm trying to get across is that Adventure is still a game that people want and love after all these years. Now, if it did...
Shouldn't have fat a bit. Make it just Sonic. Don't have his stupid buddies along.
Now, the thing is, this is what I actually came to conclusion. If Adventure 3 came out, would it be good with the fans? And there's a part of me that doesn't think so. Because the reason why is because...
No matter what. You can never make that game. You'll get hate no matter what.
Well, and that's the reason why I think this now. Well, I was just gonna say I don't think fans would like it as much, and the reason why is because I think Sega just waited too late. They should have got this out in the early 2000s when the Sonic community was still in its like. It wasn't as divided as it's now. It's not as back then. You still had a lot of fans who were still faithful to the old series, and as time went on, it brought in new people, and a lot of these new people kind of make up Sonic. So if Adventure 3 came out, I don't think it would be the best Sonic game ever. In fact, I think it would be the final nail in the coffin.
I don't see any final nail in the coffin. As long as Booker sells t-shirts, he gets asses and tears.
Well, look, I love the merch. The merch is dope. I actually have a few Sonic t-shirts, so I'm not denying that the merch. The drip, the bling. Call it the bling, man. I don't know why you call it drip, but bling.
No, you know what's the most insulting?
What's on?
The Sonic shoes that are not red with a white stripe. They're like fucking blue, and they have
on it,
but it's not the fucking red shoe with a
Yeah.
It's all you have. It's the easiest fucking shoe to make that I've ever made.
Oh yeah, it's not even a real Sonic shoe. I've seen
Yeah,
it. It's
it's like-
Reebok's crappy
Oh,
version
look at
of
this
Sonic.
shoe. It's based off Shadow, and it's like, no,
Yeah.
it's not. It's just black, orange, and white.
Yeah, I know. I totally agree. It doesn't look like Sonic shoe. It looks like a shitty version of Reebok's interpretation of Sonic shoes.
Oh, but they put like a texture from the game. So
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like a
sure.
Sonic shoe.
Well, hey, since we're on Big the Cat, since you mentioned, I actually was going to ask you, Robert. I've never asked you this. I'm actually really curious. In your opinion, what is the worst top 3 Sonic characters of all time? There's no wrong answer here.
Big.
Okay. Yes.
Amy.
Okay. Third.
Jesus fucking Christ, I got it. It's just like.
Okay. Okay. Never mind. Let me make this more.
I can't think of anyone.
Oh, like,
else.
let me,
Everyone kinda has a purpose.
Okay. Let me bring it this way. The worst.
Charmy, I guess that's kind of an easy one.
Okay.
It's kinda easy
Yeah.
to say Charmy.
I wasn't about to say. It doesn't matter if it's game or comic. There you go. Maybe I should have been more.
No, that's cheating because I'm gonna put like 3 Ken Penders characters.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I want to hear. Who's your worst?
I
Go.
don't know that much about that shit. Knuckles relative.
It's
number
okay.
one, Knuckles
It's
relative
okay.
number two.
Just say what's on your mind.
I don't fucking know much about fucking Archie, to be generally honest with you.
Okay.
I just want to say
So
shit.
okay, I think you're right on there. One like you said Amy, Big Amy, and who else? Charmy.
Amy and Charmy's like an easy one. Charmy's
Yeah.
Like, easy, like, you throw that in there.
Okay, so I'll name my top 3 I hate the most. Big the Cat because let's be honest, he's retarded. Hey, I am Froggy. I gotta go find Froggy. Yeah, it's retarded the cat.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
I like it because they put it in the
Ugh.
video game, and it's funny that he's there, and it's like,
Bad character.
he's in the fucking short. He's in the short.
Yeah. Second character is Chris
But
Thorndike.
Pikachu too.
Chris Thorndike is the second one I hate. He's the worst character of Sonic, I think. He should be number 1. Chris Thorndike.
Forget him. I
You
forget
know.
him. I
Yeah,
forget him.
he's that character.
You're right. If I was to pick one, I'd probably take Charmy. I'd put him instead of Charmy.
Oh well, come on. Chris Thorndike is, you know,
Yeah, he's pretty bad.
he's
pretty bad.
a
I'd put, like,
damn Kingdom of Hearts ripoff.
Yeah.
What else is? Oh yeah, I have a third one. Well, it's based off the comic book, honestly. It's that damn DuckTales character that tries to be Dr. Finis Tevis. You know, what's his name? The one that tries to be, yeah, I forgot.
Starlight, talking about
Yeah,
the-
Starlight. Yeah, you know.
Man, that's kind of too, dude. That's kind of too mean because there's a lot of characters on Archie that fucking.
There are, but that I just hate ripoffs. Something about ripoffs that just. Well, no, I take that back. Actually, I came up with one. Thank you. This came to mind. Infinite is a third. Number 3 is Infinite. Infinite sucks.
Forget about the Infinite. Yeah, I know. I put fucking Big Amy Infinite for me.
Oh,
Put
the
that.
pain! The pain! I gotta hide my face because I
I'll tell you
got
that. He's
knocked.
like a little bitch that he gets like.
Yeah.
His ass kicked by Shadow.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
he's
I'm so angry. I gotta put a mask on my face.
I'll give it to Infinite. I'll give it to Infinite.
Yeah,
Over
Infinite's-
Charmy's not as bad as Infinite. I feel bad for putting Charmy on.
Charmy, you know what? Charmy is.
He's just there.
Look,
just there.
he's a kid,
He's
he's a-
heroes, but everyone
yeah.
knows the heroes.
But the thing about Charmy, he's an annoying little kid who talks too much. But you know, he's kind of the positive thing of Team Chaotix, to be honest. I mean, he's nowhere as annoying as Cream the Rabbit. I mean, but
Yeah, but Creed's cool. Creed talks shit to him. So.
yeah, but yeah, no, but I don't hate those characters as much. I mean, they're like the Jar Jar Binks of Sonic.
Amy, I don't like because for the longest, it's, with Amy, you either get like typical yandere girlfriend, or you get
Fangirl crazy.
Yeah, like fangirl girl. You get like that type of shit.
Yeah.
Which is funny in like Chowder, but I don't know about Sonic.
Yeah, so Sonic.
The other half of it would be like she's kind of like a Sally Acorn ripoff, and that's kind of where she's falling into as a way.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing, but yeah, yeah.
I wish they did more interesting stuff rather than trying to make her like tough, independent woman that's still like googly eyes Sonic. Like this is kind of.
I don't know. Amy is like, you know, I don't know what I can think of Amy. Amy's a strange character because when people talk to me about her, I can never give a straight answer. I don't hate the character, but it's just like I can't figure the character's just a fangirl. That's about it. I mean, what else more is there to say?
It depends what they want it to be. Sometimes
Yeah.
they want it to be Rey from Star Wars 7. Sometimes they want
Yeah,
it to be
Rey War.
independent. But at the same time,
Feminist.
Like,
Feminist ain't Rose.
Heroes.
But if you ask me, when it comes down to the worst Sonic character, I said Infinite's terrible, and people like freak out. Infinite's like everyone's like, oh, how could you hate that character? I said, he's a Mephiles ripoff, and he tries to act edgy, and he's all like crying because he got his ass kicked, rather than say maybe what, maybe I shouldn't challenge Shadow, maybe I should have just I don't know. Planned out my attacks. I don't know anything, but crying about it and putting a mask over your face.
He needs a fucking warp topaz. That's what he needs.
Yeah, definitely. He needs a topaz in his life. a sidekick.
Why'd you bring up Starline? What's the beef with Starline?
It's this ripoff, man. Look, I know people really.
But like one of the main things in the series is the fucking Death Star.
Okay, he like, and anyone who's read the Archie comics, because I know you're not an Archie guy. He is practically a ripoff of Dr. Finitivis. Okay, Dr. Finitivis is practically Starline. But the thing about Dr. Finitivis,
That's kind of the whole thing with IDW. IDW's bringing a lot of art.
yeah, I know, and that's maybe that.
Like Amy's your sadly,
Yeah.
Check zombies things, zombies,
Yeah,
they
I
do
know.
that
Look,
well.
yeah, look, I know what Sonic, the zombie thing they did with like they took that off from Sonic Unleashed. So not Sonic on Sonic. We call it Universe, where where Silver's and Future, you have a bunch of like robot zombies that being controlled by
Oh,
Interjack.
shit, I forgot one character.
Interjack.
One of those Deadly Six motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, those characters are lame. I mean, they're okay. They're
Get into the yellow one.
I've never considered them to be anything. They're just like, I don't know. They're just there. I never considered them to be anything but just there.
They're kind of. If you play like Lost World, they get very fucking great. I think the one I hate the most.
Lost World sucks.
But it's funny you bring up like ripoffs because there's like the old man one, and that one's just like that little fucker from the Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, I know, and this.
Big blue one, or the fuck.
But like you said, we both agree that Lost World sucks. Okay, so
There's potential there. There's potential there. The fucking the Legend of Zelda level really gets open world to a certain extent. You get to walk around and free camera. It's a really cool concept. They
Yeah.
don't do anything with it. They just throw it away.
Yeah, they just went back to doing more of the same. But you asked me about Starline. Okay, I never finished that. Look, he's a ripoff of Dr. Finitivis. And look, and then maybe that's the reason why I don't really care. Well,
He gets the fucking power cores and shit.
Dr. Finitivis actually has the same story that Starline has is practically Dr. Finitivis. All those things have been done before in Archie comics. Now, look,
Yeah,
the
makes
thing.
it seem you can be more appreciative of it.
Look,
I would say that.
Okay, let me. I'm not. I'll say some good things after I get my bad out of the way. Okay. The thing about IDW is that it takes too much from Archie, and and maybe if it was just doing its own thing, I wouldn't mind. I would be okay with it. Like, look, I like Whisper. Whisper is the exception out of the entire characters. I like Whisper.
Fucking Coom over her.
Whisper is cool. Tangle is, or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Tangle's Tangle. I mean, she's.
Lesbian girlfriend.
Yeah, but Whisper is so much better, so much cooler. She's cooler. Whisper is cooler, but I like Whisper's backstory. To me, it's like this is what they need to start doing. Do your own thing, make compelling stories, and don't take off Archie.
What about the new girl? What about the lightning girl, the green lightning girl?
I've not gotten that far yet. I'm kind of like,
Oh, you gotta read that shit.
I like what's the lightning girl's name?
I forgot.
Okay, I know about Fish Girl, and she sucks.
No, there's a green lightning girl, and she's friends with Klonoa, and it's interesting.
Cannoli?
Surge-
That's the coolest name I ever heard. Cannoli? Cannoli?
No. Klonoa's a fucking
Oh,
video.
Cologne?
It's a joke. Klonoa's a video.
Oh.
No, but fucking, there's a green one and a blue one. I think her name is
Surge,
Surge.
like Surge the drink. Just kidding. I'm just saying terrible puns right now. Yeah, dude. Like, okay, like I'll with Sonic IDW. I had this conversation with my friend Max. I wanted to bring on board, but I think he was a bit nervous because I told him like, yeah, Robert is a really open guy. He's an interesting dude, and he said, yeah, I think he was a bit nervous because he did, he wasn't sure what he was getting himself into. And the way I put it, I was like, Robert is, really good at, definitely speaking his mind just like me. We both have different ideas, but when it comes to like, Shadow the Hedgehog is misunderstood. Okay, misunderstood. Okay, you like Sonic Heroes. I think that game sucks. You think Shadow the Hedgehog sucks. I don't think it sucks. All right. Okay, that's what I love about this conversation. You like Sonic Heroes. I don't. I love Shadow the Hedgehog. You don't.
I hate that shit. I'm just saying it's not as bad as 4.
Well, you still love it. You're a Sonic Heroes lover, man.
I'm just defending it because you hate it so much.
Well, see, you still love the game, man.
I don't like the game. I don't like Sonic Heroes. It's boring to me. I'd rather fucking play like anything else, but...
Oh God, I love this.
4 sucks.
Okay, all right. I'll stop teasing. Okay, what were you saying about Sonic? What was it like? Sonic 4 or Sonic IDW? I got like lost.
Well, we're IDW, and like you say, like a lot of stuff about IDW is like rips off Archie.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like, well, here's the thing: they want to get little kids reading Sonic. They want to get little kids reading Sonic. And the worst fucking way is to throw them into the fucking Archie universe. The Archie universe has a lot of fucking heft to it, a lot of fucking bullshit that it shuts through.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's not even that fucking great.
Okay, well, and I think I mentioned this to you before, Robert. Look, there are some stories that are good, like the Interjack Saga.
They are.
But if you're asking about,
especially once they get Sonic Universe in,
yeah.
it's really good.
But most people don't realize that.
IDW is
That's most people don't.
For me,
Go ahead.
it's okay if IDW
Yeah.
rips off Archie because it's presenting old ideas in a new package that's easy to understand.
Okay. Well, and the thing about too,
Kind of graphs around it.
the thing about Sonic Universe, and this is something because I'm gonna kind of speed up things for you to kind of give you an idea what Sonic Universe is, because Sonic Universe is practically, they take all the best stories from the original Sonic the Hedgehog series.
Don't talk to me like that. I read Universe. I know Interjack.
Dude, yeah, dude, I wasn't finished. I was saying that the original Sonic comics that you don't like, what Universe was they take all the best stories from the original Sonic Archie series and just practically made an entire story arc out of the characters. And I think that's what Universe did right. I think that was the way that they should have done things. Because I agree. There's some things in the original Sonic the Hedgehog comics that just kind of drag, and certain stories I don't like. But in the Universe, it practically packaged those stories better.
It's a lot better. It's a really good Sonic comic if you don't like Sonic.
Yeah. Well, and the thing too is
you
like.
don't like Sonic the character. Like you like Silver, you like Shadow. Oh.
Yeah.
Fucking love Universe.
Okay, Universe. I like the we call Ninj-Yang character, cool character. I liked Eclipse from the Universe. Shadow's like evil clone, alien Black Doom evil clone. That was a cool character.
Black Arms.
Yeah, Black Arms. Dr. Finitivius with his machinations against Knuckles in the Master Mode was cool. Characters that were lame. The monkey dude on the cloud that's practically like Dragon Ball Z. That was lame. Snively's girlfriend was kind of a bit like, I don't know. I was like, really?
I did not read that.
Snively has like a fucking hot girlfriend, man. It's the funniest shit. He's like a weirdo. He has like this hot girlfriend. I said, this is Ken. Yeah, no, it doesn't look like Madonna. She looks like a witch. She looks like a smoking. She looks like a hot witch. But I said, this is like some Kim Pender shit right here. Like, he puts like the ugly dude with the hot chick. It's the most hilarious shit. And this chick is like way taller than this dude. What? Family dude?
You said ugly dude with a hot chick. That's Family Guy.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly what Snively is, an ugly dude. I mean, but he's with this.
In terms of like Universe is tight. Archie
Yeah.
is tight. It's just that Archie is like 200 comics plus.
Yeah, well, and that's years.
Spin-off shit.
Well, and that's years of Sonic comics. I mean, in the '90s too.
IDW is meant for new audiences. It really is meant for kids. It's meant for people who don't really know much about Sonic. They play Forces, and they kind of had to get them up to speed. Even to characters like Blaze, they won't even know who the fuck. They have to give explanations to her.
Wow, people only know Blaze these days. Blaze is a staple in the characters in that rest story. Well, because they never do shit with her. I mean,
That's the thing, dude. They haven't done shit with their since.
I think the last time they did something,
What I'm trying to get at with IDW is that
yeah,
IDW is trying to take these old concepts and they're trying to tie them up in a neat little bowl for new audiences. So even if it's like saying, like, you know, Sally's a ripoff of Sally, Amy's a ripoff of Sally, they bring up this idea like that, and you're completely correct.
yeah.
This idea is like it's kind of hard to expect someone to go and read all of Archie.
Well, I'm not saying about reading Archie. I mean, you know, I'm not. Look, I look. The thing about it is, I'm not like bashing on people who like IDW. I just don't find it a really for me. I mean, there are some things I like in it, like Whisper, but other than the overall package, I just haven't found something I really liked in it.
Me, I acknowledge that IDW isn't for me, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
Because I'm a Sonic fan, and I always fucking find some bullshit to clean myself
Yeah.
off.
Well, and that's the thing about me.
As an introduction, like a gateway drug to Sonic, it works very well. I think a kid can pick up the comic. It's a lot better than the shit Marvel's coming out with.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
Definitely.
you can read the comic and it's fun. You know, you don't have to worry too much. You don't have to think too much. Sonic Zombies, go. That's
Yeah.
it. The kid doesn't have to think too much.
Well, and the thing
It's
too.
the fucking interject arc all over
Yeah.
again. But that's cool. That's fine because the kids get to experience that. They get to experience those type of designs of the metallic with the one color for each character. They get to see that, and to many kids, that'll be their first time seeing. They don't even know shit about Archie.
Well, and the thing about it too is like I said before, I'm not hating on it. I read some of the comics; they're decent, but there are definitely better than the most modern day Marvel comics. I will say that much.
Oh, yeah.
DC, I think, is
kind of too harsh.
Yeah.
It sound like, oh, there's a lot of problems with it. There's
Yeah.
a lot more fucking problems with like Batman Metal. There's a lot
yeah.
of problems with
Well, and the thing too, let's talk. There's something I want to mention before we move on. Is that most people don't realize that there are some things that really disturb me, even in the Archie comics. That, you know, once I got older, I started to realize, wow, that's sort of creepy. That's like incest bullshit. I think I told you this before about Ken Penders with Knuckles' lineage. You know, Mary Sue, Julie Sue with Knuckles. They're practically cousins. Long distant cousins.
Ken Penders said that fucking the Pepe Le Pew guy had sex with Sally, and he's like 20, she's like 15 or some shit.
Yeah, I know. It gets pretty dark.
That's a Ken Penders.
Yeah, it gets pretty dark. Yeah. Yeah, it does get pretty dark in the Archie comics. I mean, but the one thing that
just watching him write the romance novel.
yeah, well, and the thing that really turned me off with Kim Penders once I got older, because I really liked the Julie Sue character for a while until I realized that Julie Sue was married to her longtime relative. I don't know, in long distance. They're definitely related. And then it's like, okay, that's just fucking gross. I mean, it really just changed my perspective on Julie Sue.
Ken Penders loved that shit though.
Ugh.
He loved writing that shit.
You know, and I said this before. There's a guy I went to school with. I have to find his picture and meme it because he looks like Ken Penders. I'm not exaggerating. This dude looks just like him, just skinnier. And it's like, yeah, and if people saw that, I think they would fucking laugh. I mean, because it's canny.
If they know who Ken Penders is, it's not really that known inside Sonic shit.
I know, but he like my guy I knew in high school. He looks just like him. Ken Penders. But yeah, man. Ken Penders, man. Fucking man. I mean, I still say I'm just laughing that he wants to sue Sega. You know, sue Sega for like, you know, stealing shit.
The movie.
Yeah, I know. It's like the
What? Knuckles had a dad? No one told me about it? I want my fucking residuals.
yeah, I know. I heard that shit. I'm like laughing. It's like, oh, this is like early 2000s all over again when Kenders like sued Sega for like.
I remember, but this time he's fucking with Paramount, and they're probably fucking stomp his ass.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's just a shitty comic book company now. Now it's like real fucking shit. Now it's like a Hollywood he wants to fight with. And that's just fucking funny.
This shit's funny, man.
And national advice on what to do, on how you should go about suing them. And he goes over there and it's like, don't. It's like
Yeah.
that's the first thing to tell him. Don't.
Yeah, well, and if he gets sued, if he gets countersued, he gets countersued. You know. That would be like right now with what's going on with Kim Penders. Ken Penders from Connecticut, you know.
I know where he lived at. Now I know where he lived at.
Oh no, I'm just memeing that. I mean, if anyone who didn't get that, that's like a Slim Shady. There's this character that Slim Shady makes fun of called Ken Kenneth.
I
And
don't like rap.
oh, you
I
don't?
like
Okay,
rap
but
unless it's, I don't rap unless it's in a knuckle stage.
okay. Well, the thing about it is that Ken, just kind of give you guys an idea of what I just did there, is that MMA makes fun of this dude, him Ken Kenneth, and he's like so-called. He's like a gay weirdo, kind of a strange fan stalker. And when I think of Ken Penders, I always think of him, like him being weird, like, hey there, this is Ken Penders from Connecticut. I like Sonic fan art, I like making weird stuff. You know, stuff like that, but...
That one picture, like, Julie Sue getting tickled.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna make her, get her, make people see her get tickled. I'm gonna make all the Sonic characters look like humans.
Dude, Sega and Archie really did not give a fuck about. They let him write the comic for like
Yeah.
years.
Yeah. The Ken Penders edition. You
It
know.
wasn't until he got his lawyer involved and they kicked him out. That's what fucking did it, and that's dumb.
Ken Penders and Uzo. What's his name? What's that guy's name from? Ken Penders and Yuji Naka have a great relationship. Yeah.
Oh, I was even talking about Ken Penders fucking over the Sad AM cartoon.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, that was. Look.
Nah, I watched a very informative YouTube video on it. I'm not even gonna pretend that I fucking researched that shit.
Yeah, man, that's the Sadium versions. I mean, look, I actually genuinely enjoy the original Sadium. Not all the episodes, but I don't like the. I don't like the Adventures. I don't like the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, the goofy one. Ugh. Oh, please don't say that, man. Rape my ears. Ah. Yo, I saw like a hedgehog. Like Louis. Yeah.
I love that shit.
It's like, no, the Sonic Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog is like, what is that show that Warner Bros. Woody Woodpecker? That's what I get from that show.
Oh shit, Woody Woodpecker.
Like that shit, like. Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, okay, when it comes to old Saturday Sonic shows, I don't like the Adventure series. It's just too wacky for me. Sonic Underground is just too corny, too many terrible songs in it. Saturday Sonic is okay, fine. I like it. And then we call it the anime movie Sonic. That was made by OVA Sonic.
Yeah, OVA, yeah.
Yeah, that shit was fucking dope. I like that shit. I mean,
You're gonna talk shit about it?
no. I love that show. I have it downloaded on my PS3. I have it like saved in there. I still want the DVD, but it's like expensive to get, man. Like fucking $60.
People have the full fucking shit on YouTube last night.
Yeah, I have it on my PS3 saved, so I can watch anytime. But let's talk about another thing. I just thought about this since.
I'm talking about Ian Flynn.
Who's Ian Flynn?
The guy who's writing IDW. He's gonna be writing for fucking Frontiers now.
Really?
Yeah. Ken Penders was upset while he watched.
I'm not surprised.
Shit, but he's upset because he always wanted to write for a Sonic game, and Ian Flynn was his replacement for Archie, who later went on to do IDW, and yeah, he's working on Frontiers now.
Oh yeah, okay, that's cool. I mean, I don't know much about Ian Flynn. I don't know much about him.
He's like, dude, he's Archie. He's fucking Archie.
I'm not Kim Penders. I'm talking about Ian, whatever.
Ian Flynn's Archie. He took over.
Oh.
That's when the comics started getting better. Sonic
Shit.
Universe, that was probably him.
I have to look back. I've been out. I named two.
Ian Flynn fucking fixed that shit. He's the reason why it's not some weird fetish comic.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that. I mean, maybe that's why the later Sonic comics and Archie got better. That's probably a good reason. Yeah, it's probably good. Okay, well, if that's the case, then Sonic Frontiers has to be good. Well, hopefully it's good.
Well, he's also writing IDW.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what.
He stopped after the zombie shit.
Oh, okay. You probably got bored.
I mean, anyone's better than the fucking Happy Tree Friend motherfuckers.
Yeah. Hey, could you think about it? I mean, let's.
Whatever you're saying, I interrupted you. I just want to put the name so I can.
Yeah, I know. I just so many names, you know, and there's so many things that I can't keep track of anymore. So many new things are just randomly happen. But let's talk about Chris Chan, because he is on gonna be my thumbnail.
Okay, bring him up.
Yeah.
Bring her up. I was gonna bring her up.
Oh, her up? Okay, let's bring her up. So I'm gonna let you go first, because I have a lot to say about this dude, but you're the guest, so you go on. I'm gonna grab me a soda.
Oh my god, Chris Chan is one of like the absolute funniest fucking things that are on the internet when you're just fucking bored. It is like a soap opera. It's like you talk with your buddy, it's like, oh, where you at? It's like, oh, dude, right now I'm at just ran someone with his car, and it's fucking great. And it's unfortunate. Shit happened.
Yeah.
It happened recently with her fucking grandmother and shit.
Yeah, incest sex.
Her mother, it looks like her mother. It's really unfortunate what happened with that shit. But it's also like, I guess you can say I'm kind of happy the story wrapped up. I'm glad. I mean, I don't know, maybe.
Chris Chan never fulfilled his love quest, and now he's being in prison with the little bub.
He did it with fucking Barbara.
Oh, I was gonna say Lil Pete in prison.
His love quest ended where it fucking started, right with his mom. That's fucking Jesus fucking Christ.
Wow, that's deep. That's deep. Oof, that even ran chills down my spine. Oof, man, that's pretty dark, Robert. I never thought you could be so dark. That's actually pretty fucking dope. Yeah, Chris Chan, man.
I love that shit. I was so shit. And it's also a good story too. It's a good story. Like, it's a good lesson. Don't be too into like your video games.
Yeah. Well, and some people are saying that he was. Some people are saying that he was like, a girl was taking advantage of him. I mean,
No, what happened is that there was some
yeah.
lady, I forget her fucking name, but she has really big tits, and she was DMing Chris Chan, basically saying, yeah, you should fuck your mom, and he went and did it.
Wow.
And
Is she in prison too?
She called the police on him when she got confirmation that he did it. He basically admitted to her, and she's the one who called the police. And she only did that just because she said she did it. Like, I fucking shot him. Or she wanted to blackmail him for money or some shit. I don't know the entirety of it, but she's a character herself too.
Is she like specially mentally is she like mental?
She is like a villain. She is definitely a villain in that kind of respect. I would
Okay.
call her a mental snake, but like any person who do the shit she does has not mentally healthy.
Well, she's sick no matter what. I guarantee if she never said anything, Chris Chan wouldn't fuck his mom.
No. She basically ate him up. Then again, of course, Chris Chan still had full responsibility. She did what she did.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
Well-
obviously this woman was like poking her to it.
Well, let's be honest. This is the same character. Chris Chan is a character in my eyes, who has a history of spooning. You know, if anyone doesn't know what that is, that's pretty much some nasty shit. I'm not gonna go in detail on that, but he actually, yeah, we're not gonna go in here. I don't want to get pretty much. Yeah, I'm not gonna say how, because some people don't know what that is, but I don't want like YouTube like the fucking censors. Oh, you're saying some nasty shit, some stupid ass shit. YouTube damn censoring. But yeah, he has a history of spooning, and he has a history of just doing a lot of bizarre things. In fact,
I like the part where Chris Chan pepper spray someone at a GameStop. That was
oh yeah, I seen that shit because Sonic's arms were like blue.
Tell the story. It's a funny story. So what happens is that Sonic Boom comes out and Sonic has blue arms.
Mm-hmm.
So Chris Chan really has a problem with that. So she would come to GameStop, and you know how there's like a little stand, a cardboard stand advertising the game. She'll come in and like fucking jostle it, like fuck with it.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Yeah.
employees got fucking pissed off. Hey, don't come back here anymore. Get the fuck out of here. It wasn't until I want to say like a week later or some time passed where she comes in again wanting to buy Skylanders. And she comes to the store and she says, hey, I want to buy this Skylander. And the person said, hey, I recognize you. Get out of here. Come on. Can we just let bygones be quiet? No, get out of here. Get out of here. And then one thing leads to another. She said, don't call anybody. Fucking pepper spray from your
I remember that shit pretty well. That shit was fucking funny, man. And she's like, someone said he just goes in there spraying, pepper sprayed somebody and just walks out like it's no big deal. He walks out like it's no big deal. That's the funniest shit I seen. Yeah, it's the funniest shit I seen. Yeah, pickle suit guy. Yeah, I was about to say that. Who's pickle suit guy? Yeah. Man, I wonder if Chris Chan. It's amazing that Chris Chan is by far, for somebody who's honestly not really big. He's the most documented person on the internet. I mean, I still catch that shit fascinating. And every time I think of Chris Chan, I always like
A lot of it's Chris Chan's fault.
Yeah.
He posted like those vlogs and shit. Most people are gonna get. I just better take those videos down. Whatever his dad told him.
Yeah.
Or like, he fucking.
Sonic Chew?
Sonic's great.
Oh, have you?
Read it?
Yes. Oh God, that's such a hard read.
I read it all. And especially you bring up the screen shit. Like, yeah, that's a big part of the comic.
Yeah, that shit's like fucking like damn. I mean, that's a hard read for sure. But there's this. Have you ever seen the animation? There was like a theme song, Chris Chan's theme. No, I mean, there's like a theme. There was one, a theme song of Chris Chan.
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah, it's the funniest. That's
About the Newgrounds one, the Smash Kid.
yeah. It was the funniest shit I've seen. Chris Chan's theme song.
That was fucking great.
Yeah, it's great, man. It's great.
There's all the episodes are on YouTube. They're all fucking cut up and all missing. I'm not finding them.
Yeah.
Newgrounds. I never looked.
Yeah, they're probably still on Newgrounds. But when it comes down to Chris Chan, every time I look at the Sonic community, I always think of Chris Chan, like an army of Chris Chans. Because that's what I see a lot of times. A lot of weird.
I don't because this is what happens.
What?
What happened is that Sonic the Hedgehog was pretty bad. Like TV art shit, OCs, whatever the fuck. It was pretty bad, and it was Chris Chan shit. It wasn't until My Little Pony became a thing that all the fucking weirdos, even Chris Chan was on the shit.
He was a brony? He was a brony?
Yeah, brony. He was a brony.
Yeah.
She was a brony. Fuck me. She was a brony.
Sure. She brone?
Pegasus or whatever the fuck.
Mhm.
She was into My Little Pony. So what ended up happening with that shit is that all those people went over there. They started, doing all the shit they usually do for
Mhm.
My Little Pony. Then out of nowhere, Sega starts doing shit with Sonic like social media accounts. I think Aaron Weber is his name.
Yeah.
They start posting fucking memes about Sonic. And ever since then, it became like this ironic thing to like Sonic, like Shrek or Family Guy. It became
Yeah.
this ironic thing to like Sonic, and it became cool. Big the cat.
Yeah, big the cat.
When I think of Sonic,
Froggy,
I
flying froggy.
think people like that. I think people who like go on like VR chat and do like
Yeah.
Gundam Knuckles shit. That's what I think. That's how I see it.
Yeah, when thinking about going back to the early 2000s, Sonic Deviant Art, I remember that like back in school like being a thing. Like everyone, every time you brought Deviant Art in school, at least in my school, everyone knew about Deviant Art. And I had a friend who told me about Deviant Art. And now I came a bit short in what Deviant Art was known for, but people said, "Oh, you must be into like weirdo Sonic art, right? Like you must be one of those guys." And I was like, "What?" And he looked at me strange. He's like, "Yeah, man. Deviant Art is known for like terrible Sonic art. At least in my school, because everyone who was into Deviant Art was, yeah,
For a short period of time,
yeah,
before My Little Pony, that was what
yeah. I mean, and
the fucking franchise art.
yeah, it did. There was some weirdo shit in there.
Of course, it's OC Maker. I forgot about that.
I still think feet are weird. I still think Sonic feet are just weird. I just ugh. I don't know. Maybe I just don't like. What? I don't. I mean, they keep popping up on the Sonic pages, on those communities. People post Sonic feet. I mean, I don't look that shit up. It just every time I go on, Sonic, Schoolhouse Hell or Sonic Chaos post, there's always some days there's like feet on there. It's like, oh god, Sonic feet. Ugh.
You gotta go with the hell though. It's hell. You can't go with it.
Yeah, but the thing about it is that I don't look this up. Back in the early 2000s, the fetish of Sonic used to be gay Sonic and gay Shadow. That was a big thing back then, and even there, I was like, holy shit, this is like terrible. And then you had like the real.
Sonic's cool.
Ugh.
Sonic's like the submissive one.
Oh. Damn, I don't know, man. Let's just move on. I'm starting to get grossed out with just thinking about all those weird images. Ugh.
I didn't reading you out because you're into it.
No. Hell no. Fuck no. Fuck no. Hell no. Absolutely not. Not into like that furry stuff, man. I mean, I don't understand what's so special about it. No, I don't know. I do know. I'm not into it.
I don't know.
Like, okay, this. I don't know. I don't know what you talk about, dude.
Just say this, bro. Just say Sonic porn's not furry porn. Just say that. That's the fucking code.
I don't know, man. It's still an animal. Okay, they're not Care Bears.
No, they're aliens. They're Mobius. Or some shit.
Well, maybe they have big green eyes like aliens. I probably would pass, but yeah.
They have like a big giant eye. That's one eye with like an island flap that goes over it.
That's kind of like some high taste shit. I'm not into that. I mean, well, I do like anime, but you know, I don't know, dude. I mean, I just don't understand it.
You looked up pictures of Rouge the Bat.
What Rouge the Bat with big tits?
Yeah.
Sometimes. Just sometimes. If it's not exaggerated, like if we're talking like fat fucking Rouge, fat. I mean, that shit's like nasty.
No, just fat titties. That's all that matters.
I'm talking about a hot-looking, good art. We're talking about the state of Sonic. Anything goes. This is all the stuff we're talking about. Sonic. This is all pretty much what Sonic is going through.
We're gonna fucking archive this shit.
Yeah,
All this shit.
Yeah, we're gonna say all this stuff, this shit. You know, we're gonna talk. You know, I still laugh. Somebody online talked to me about how I broke the original Sonic page, and they asked me how, and I said, look, I didn't know the stigma behind it. I just posted a picture, you know. Now everyone thinks that I'm into it, and when really I had to tell them, hey, contact my buddy. He's the one who does all this stuff. He was asking me for my opinion. I had no opinion on it. But, you know, it's just like you guys had a good laugh on it, I know.
You should have an opinion that's hot. That's what you should be doing.
What?
It's hot.
What's hot?
The fucking Rouge shit.
Rouge? I mean, Rouge has always been hot. I mean, she was designed to be that way.
Bitch, the minute you're furry, you like Sonic. It's a
No,
minute
I
you're
mean,
Sonic, it's gonna fuck
okay, like, I'm not a furry because, like, let's be honest, to be a furry, you have to want to fuck those characters, and I don't want to, like, fuck those
you. If you jack
characters.
off to images of him, you do that same shit.
I don't jerk off to things like that, but I'm not going to say that, you know, Rouge isn't attractive, because that would be like, you know, I don't like tits, but I'm not going to, like, beat my meat and, you know, like that shit, no.
Shit.
What? No. Hell no, man. I mean, do you?
Why not? It's a picture. It's a cute picture. Who the fuck are wrong?
Man, oh man, Robert. Okay, like this is funny. Since we're on this topic, man, I'm gonna regret this, but whatever. We're just gonna shoot with it. People ask, you know, people who like that stuff because there's like exaggeration art. Yeah, people ask me, do you like video game, like, what's that proper word? NSF, I forgot what it's called.
Oh, H-game.
Yeah, whatever they call it, there's a word for it. Where,
See, I don't like a game because I'm like sitting there and I have to play it.
no, I'm talking, I'm
The girls in Dead or Alive look fine. But
look, I like what I'm trying to, yeah.
Or a video or something. I don't want to sit there and like play it. You know.
Yeah. But the thing is, what I'm trying to get is that it's taking video game characters and like making them into like porno characters, nudes. There's a word for it. I forgot what it's called. I guess I don't know I can't even remember what it's called anymore. But people ask me like, oh yeah, Tifa is popular. You know, well, they're all popular, man. Like Dead or Alive characters are maybe the well-known, like Rachel and
Yeah, see, like Dead or Alive's cool. I just need a picture or a video of that shit. I can't be playing the volleyball game or doing that shit. It's too hard.
Oh, I back when I was in school. It's funny, because I actually back in high school, when I was into Dead or Alive, I'm still into Dead or Alive. Not really as much. I mean, I don't like the new one because it's like DLC fucking madness. But there was this game called Beach Volleyball, and I bought it just because it had a hot girl on it. And I realized this one you buy it was like one of the most boring games I ever played. But you never really played.
Yeah, but you buy it for specific fucking
Yeah,
reason.
and I'm back in school. I said, yeah. And I said the only thing that it needs in this game is like removing the clothing. I mean, you might as well. I mean, this game is sex sells that scream sex sells. I mean,
The thing is, they do that shit. It's like NC-17 or whatever.
oh yeah, they can't sell. Yeah.
But I mean, you get the bitch in like a bunch of strings. It's basically the same thing.
Well, yeah, it's yeah, I guess so. Yeah, bikinis.
Some Sonic the Hedgehog fucking podcast shit.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog. You know, we're talking about art and all that. I mean,
That's the issue with Rouge. They should have.
Rouge started that. Rouge was the first character to introduce that. Yeah.
And you can't even like call ignorance on their part because they gave her like physics and shit.
Yeah, they hear boob physics. Have you played SA2? It's there. You know, I actually played the game. You know, maybe I started noticing it when I was like 27. It's like, whoa, boob physics. And I didn't notice that as a kid. Like, damn, Sega's really pushing the nail on this one.
Yeah, with your ears. Your ears.
Oh yeah, wiggling. That's yeah. It's and yeah, that Rouge is the only character that honestly is like screams sex sells in the Sonic universe. I mean, well, Whisper is like I think the new Rouge. She's actually in my eyes the new Rouge. No, but she is practically the new Rouge.
McQueen. Whoever the fuck is in the fucking chat.
Which one?
The McQueen.
Oh, yeah, I know. Ugandan Knuckles.
Yeah.
Oh, ooh. Do you know the way? I spit on you. Poof, poof, poof. Did it become racist? Really?
Yeah, because it was like
Wow. Dang, we can't have anything nice.
I still love it. I still love it.
Wow.
I don't think that was the purpose. I don't think they're just quoting that fucking.
That became a meme. Like everything did, started to bring Ugandan Knuckles. Ugandan Knuckles versus whatever. I mean, Ugandan Knuckles versus Cell. I mean, it seems like we can't have anything nice without someone fucking that up and ruining it. I mean, well, I'm not gonna even go into that topic, because that's like, I don't know.
You gotta make sure of that. I think
Well, everyone says that.
she doesn't look 18. She looks like she's like 25.
What? Who?
Rouge.
Yeah, Rouge is like, well, yeah, she's probably 25. But I remember someone told me that Amy Rose was like 14.
Oh, that's scary, dude. No, that's
Yeah.
fucking. That's like weird territory. Yeah.
No, that's what I was told, and I said,
Avoid this shit.
and I was like, whatever. Okay, I don't. Okay, sure, whatever. I didn't really care. It's like, but people tend to like bring up that shit. And I don't even look up shit like that, man. But people.
Whisper is 16 off limits.
16. Well, all the characters. Let's be honest. All the characters in the Sonic world are all like minors. With the exception with Shadow. Shadow is the exception. Shadow is an immortal. Yeah, Vanilla, Rouge, Shadow is an immortal. Shadow doesn't have an age. No, Shadow is an immortal. He's an immortal. He doesn't age. He's like God. Okay, he doesn't age because in order to be an age you have to like age, but Shadow doesn't age.
Anything else, you have to come with a really good fucking reason. Like, oh, this is not. I'm not drawing that a tail. This is like his tail is like older. See how dark that is.
Damn.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Yeah, but fucking whatever. It's just like, I mean, I don't know. If someone says like, yeah, your character is this age for 18, it's like, okay, fine.
But since you're on this, you call it since you're all like up in Sonic porn, or you call it Sonic porn. You just said you can't go there. I mean, which one is it? Because
You could go there with Rouge.
no, I'm just saying like
Everything else needs like a justification for it.
okay, I'm just like I don't. Okay, sure, I guess so. I might not even get there. I'm like, just like, what? I mean, do you guys just make up your rules as you go?
This is a funny video. This is a very funny video.
Because like the way I think of it is like, look, I've seen people like post like Sonic Fate art. I've seen people post like,
That's ironic. You don't get the joke. The joke is that it's so disgusting that it gives you a game. That's the joke.
it, you know, it makes me want it makes me want to like rape my eyes are raped. That's what I get from it.
And that's how they do it. That's what it's called. It's Sonic Schoolhouse Hell. That's what
Yeah.
that's what hell means.
Okay.
Anything goes.
Okay. So, yeah, but yeah, like for that, I mean that's weird. I never understood. I never understood the exaggerations of character models. Like, you know, I don't know what it is with people making characters like the female characters so fucking thick and fat. It's like, really, that shit ain't attractive. And it's like,
It can be thick, but there's a
well, too thick. They're too thick, too fat. You know.
Maybe from Overwatch. The Ice Girl.
I know the girl. I know the girl that wears yellow.
She's like that, and that's perfect.
Look, there's a difference between athletically fit and there's just a difference between fat. Okay.
Alright, they give you a good show. You're okay with fat girls. You just don't want it to be like, you know, like a balloon. That's really the fucking tough.
Well, most of Sonic fan art that they make is bloat, exaggerations, big, you know, balloon jugs.
It's even our shit.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's almost like what I'm trying, and it kind of brings me back to like when I was with my friend, because my friend back in high school, he had a computer back. This is like early days of YouTube and you know DeviantArt when internet was like a luxury. Only a few people had it, and I would go to this house of game and play Xbox, and every once in a while he would go in his DeviantArt account to check his fan art, and he would like, and I was like, he would show me the world of DeviantArt, and the more I saw, the more it's like, I became more like disturbed by what I saw because like there is a
Secretly aroused.
no. The more I went there and he showed me, the more I started to question like, I call DeviantArt the Sonic dark web of art. I mean, it just keeps getting worse and worse as you go further into it.
Honey, you don't even know about the actual Sonic art. You don't even know about the old shit like Sonic Passion and L10. You don't even know about old shit.
Oh, you're wrong. I do know. We're not going there, man. Hell no.
That shit goes fucking.
Ugh. Yeah, we're not going there. I know about that. Like, no way. We're not talking about that video. No, we're.
I used to watch Blockbuster Critic.
Ew.
Favorite from the YouTube channel back then. I loved that guy. We just talked about
Fucking hardcore shit, huh?
video though. I was upset about that.
What are you upset about?
Blockbuster Critic. That was one of my favorite YouTubers back in the day. He's gone now.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the older YouTubers are all like.
I love this content. All he was talking about is just shit like this.
Yeah, I know.
Brain fart.
Yeah.
Brain fart, I could call it. I love that.
Yeah, but we're not talking about that character you were talking about. I know who you're talking about, but I ain't going there. I mean, there's a limit to where I'm going. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Like, no, thank you. I mean, like, if you want to talk about you pay me, like, I'll talk about anything. But that's like forbidden territory for me. Hold on, be right back. Be right back.
Yeah, then go Google reach the back. Give me a minute.
Oh, okay, puns, huh?
Go do the deal.
What?
Keep this shit on.
Oh no, I was just throwing my can away. Anyways, yeah, I just had to throw my can away, so I.
Throw your sock away, your tissue paper.
What? No. What do you think I'm doing? Like, you know, jerking off right now? Hell no.
You keep giving material to it. Like, I'm sorry, I have to take this. I'm opportunistic.
I can assure you, I am not jerking off. I think if I was, I would be definitely like banned on YouTube, man. It was like, no, you can't do that on YouTube. No, I'm not, man. I'm just talking about anything.
Shane Johnson got the fucking snap, so I don't know about that.
Don't know what that was, but okay. I mean, the thing is, look, I'm just talking about anything Sonic, because a lot of this stuff we're talking about is practically Sonic community topics, daily whatevers. I mean, and when it comes to the state of Sonic overall, I think we can come to the conclusion that Sonic is like a joke. I mean, that's what I get from today. He's a bad joke, but he's a joke that
You like Family Guy. You know
I do like Family Guy. I do like Family. But okay, but
Sonic is Sonic.
But the thing about Family Guy is that it started off bad, and that's why I love that Family Guy. But Sonic is like, it's like taking it to the next level, and not in the good way. Oh wow, Sonic's never good. Okay, you said it. You heard it, guys. Robert said it. I didn't say it. I'm just saying that the only thing I will say is Sonic Heroes is never good, and Sonic, the Sonic so-called Sonic porn is furry porn. I mean, that's about all I'm going. I mean, it is furry porn, furry porn. Did you ever see that animation made by guys? I forgot the channel, but they made an animation of Sonic being killed by a bunch of Nazi space soldiers, and they start killing these.
I fucking love that shit.
Yeah, and the furries come and save Sonic.
I love that shit.
I mean, every time.
All jokes aside.
Yeah.
Sonic's furry. You like Sonic shit, it's furry.
Yeah, Sonic is furry. I mean,
Literally get mad at me about saying that, but no, it's furry porn. It's fine. Just own it. Just fucking own it.
Sonic is furry.
Sonic's furry. If you like
Yeah.
Christian Cat, you're furry.
Ugh. Oh. Ugh.
You're one of them. I wouldn't say that.
I don't know. I know. I never said I was one of them. Who said that?
Join me, brother. Join me, brother.
I don't know, man. It doesn't sound good. It sounds callousing.
Everyone in Japan does it.
Yeah, but it's like the old saying with the monkeys in the barrel. One jumps off the building, the other jump off the building? Like, let me put it this way: if it was a hot girl in front of me with big titties, big knockers, and just like let me put it this way. Let me put it this way: if there was a hot girl just like Sonic, and told me, I will do you if you become a furry, I probably would. But other than that, it's not gonna happen. I don't see this hot girl. I don't see the hot girl in front of me with big knockers.
You can't say they're wearing the suits.
The suits?
They're wearing the animals. Fucking mascot shit.
Yeah, I mean there are some hot girls in Sonic outfit. I will not lie. What is it called? She Sonic or Sonica? Is that what they're calling it now? That's a thing now, Sonica.
I don't know what it's called for the cosplayers.
No, I mean, there's a new thing out there that people are calling it like Sonica. I mean, and for a while that was like, okay, what is this Sonica thing? And there's it's female Sonic.
I'm only familiar with the shit about Bowser.
Okay, what's going on with Bowser? I mean, do I want to know this, Robert?
What are you talking about? That was like everyone knew about Bowser. That was like fucking like years ago, like 3 years ago.
Okay, you're gonna have to refresh my memory because I probably missed it.
Bowser.
Huh?
I said, you don't even remember Bowser? How do you not fucking know who Bowser is?
Oh, I thought you meant Bowser.
Yes, Bowser. Same fucking thing.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I may have missed it. I mean, like I said, there's
You're not a man of culture like yourself.
No, there's just a lot of things that happen, and I missed out on a lot of things. Doesn't mean I'm not a man of culture. It just means there are certain things that probably passed me up. I did not see.
You're busy looking up Rouge porn.
I'm not looking at Rouge porn. You are. You and other people are. I mean,
I did this morning.
see. I mean, there you go. You said it. I mean, I'm not. I'm not looking at stuff like that. I mean,
Yeah, you're free. You gotta let yourself free, my brother. You gotta let yourself free. Why do people fucking bring this shit up?
I don't know, man. I don't know about that. But okay, whatever. Sure, whatever rocks your boat. Okay, the only thing I'm into, the only thing.
Kool-Aid and play Sonic Heroes.
Ugh, no, please don't say that. That's a big turnoff. Sonic Heroes is a big turnoff. Can't do it. Sonic Heroes sucks. I can't do it, man. Sorry, but I already lost my train of thought.
This shit's gonna go on YouTube and everyone's gonna fucking always fucking at me. It's like, hey, Robert said this, Robert said that. But I don't.
I'm having a good time just talking about this because this is Sonic, man. I mean,
I'm gonna be fucking loose with this shit. I don't wanna be.
Yeah.
I can't talk about this. I can't talk about that.
like the thing about for my to my YouTuber subscribers who are watching this, I mean, me and Robert are kind of like the yin and yang. I mean, we agree in certain things, but we disagree. But this is just if the Sonic community could be like me and Robert, I think it would be a much more better place. Don't you agree, Robert, or no?
Suppose so.
I mean, yeah.
You was the view of it.
You know, like like I know we don't like agree on everything, but we definitely have fun with it.
I mean, we're just sitting here saying like, yeah. You know, we're just sitting here saying. That's why I didn't want to talk about 06.
Oh, 06, we're done with 06. We said our piece on that.
Yeah, but you know, I was just like saying, it's like I don't want to sit here and have like a
Yeah.
yes man for like an hour. And
Yes, man. Jim Carrey.
I want to make each other feel comfortable. You know, I want to
Yeah.
push each other's limits. You know.
Well, yeah, you're definitely trying to, and you know certain things well, certain things I'll agree with, but certain things like I don't know, man. What are you like? Let me ask you. Do you consider yourself a Sonic furry? Okay, I mean, but like, okay, like let's put it. What do you mean? Let me be a lot more exact. Putting this fans aside on what they think, do you consider yourself a Sonic furry? Okay, putting.
Anyone who's a big fan of like an anthropomorphic animal is a furry, whether you want to admit it or not.
Okay, so Robert's saying by default, if you're into Jackson Dexter or Ratchet and Clank, you're a furry. If you're in Crash Bandicoot. So if you're into like Crash Bandicoot, like I am, I'm and the Sonic, I guess I'm a furry by default.
Have you seen the girls from Crash Team Racing?
Yeah, I played the game, so yeah, okay. So I guess Robert's saying by default, if you like all these things, you're a furry by default.
Especially Star Fox, holy shit. If you're into that, if you're into like Smash Brothers, I can't say that.
Okay, well.
Depends on your man. If you play Smash Brothers and you're like a fire character.
So what does that mean? Pokemon fans are furries now?
Yeah. Definitely
Oh.
Vaporeon shit, definitely.
Oh, shit.
You talk about and that creeps you out. Same shit happens in Pokemon for like tenfold. Holy shit.
Well, I guess it's official. I guess, Robert's saying that me and him are furries because we like, animals with animal mascots.
Yes.
If you're like, I guess since I'm a Conker's fan, I'm a misogynistic furry, right? Big titty cactus, It's
It was a sunflower.
yeah.
Correct you there.
Yeah, we call it the it was a sunflower, wasn't it? Not the cactus.
Sunflower, you had to go track the bee.
Yeah. Conkers, I gotta play that game again. That game's fucking funny. Yeah, man, I gotta get it. I gotta get that game again because I don't have it anymore. I used to have it on the N64, but I don't know what happened to it. Like a lot of my shit most of my shit went missing, man. But dude, I guess Robert's saying that. I don't know what to say, guys. I don't know how I feel about that, but I guess I'm not gonna argue with it because it's just.
You're the one who brought the topic up.
Well, yeah, I did bring the topic up, but it's Sonic material. Okay, so it has to be brought up some point. So I guess you could say I initiated it because I knew this topic was gonna get brought up no matter what. Hey, Robert. Hey, man. Yeah, we got cut off there a few minutes ago.
Not too fucking long.
Oh yeah, man. My jetpack just like died on me. Like I said.
No worries, man.
So-
As long as you just like, I just wanted to.
Yeah, that's fine, man.
We got to finish it off. And
It was great, man. I had a great time.
And thanks for having me. And don't for everyone out there, don't take what I say too fucking seriously. I'm just.
Dude, like I never do. I mean, just like the Sonic community.
I'm just speaking my mind. If you feel like.
No, I mean.
Certain things I say are incorrect, and yeah, they're incorrect.
Well, the thing
I
about
just
Robert. Yeah, I'm friends with you, Robert. I consider you a friend. And if you know me, I mean, if I had a problem, I will say something. But I don't have a problem with what you're saying.
it's just,
I had a great time. Honestly, I had a great time with this podcast. And you know what? If you guys on my subs and the viewers who watch this, if you guys enjoyed Robert, hey, make sure to follow him. I'll make sure to put the links below. If he wants to be followed by anyone.
I don't post jack shit.
Okay, well, normally I want to do when I bring guests over is I wanted to kind of help them out. It's just something to get you, because I know you do art. I know you do really good art, and and maybe you can use that what do you call it? That
Yeah,
some.
you can put like my Twitter there.
Yeah, to help you out. I mean, you know.
Facebook, no, not on my Facebook, but
I mean, yeah. Well, we'll talk about it after we're done. I'll put the links below. But if you guys like,
the kids use these days, these Instagrams, the TikTok. I don't
whoa,
know,
whoa,
TikTok.
whoa, whoa! Honestly, we're not that old. Come on. I don't use TikTok. TikTok is like hell, man. Some of the things on there are like crazy. I mean, you think Twitter's bad, like TikTok's like worse. But
anyways, it was a good time. I'm glad I got to talk about like Rouge tits and shit. I feel that that's just gonna haunt me, but I really don't give a fuck. It's fine. I'm having fun.
I mean, and that's
all that matters.
And that's the thing.
I'd rather be interesting.
Yeah.
I'd rather be interesting than like fucking boring.
Absolutely, man.
I am normal.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, and that's, anyone who watched this knows that, should know that me and Robert are having a good time. I mean, we're just talking about random shit. I mean, a lot of this shit we're talking about is just what goes on in the Sonic community. I mean, we're just kind of putting our 2 cents out there, and having a good time with it and just being lighthearted. But if you guys like Robert, tell me, comment below, and I'll put his link below to help him out if he wants that. And Robert, what do you want to go by? You just want to go by Robert, or do you have like a superficial name you want to go by?
I guess like Robert Movies. That's what I kind of been using. Robert Movies alt tag.
Cool. I mean, ironic that you don't like movies, but you go by Robert Movies. That's ironic.
There's a reason for it. There's a story for it. But...
Okay. Well, a story for another time. Maybe if I have it on your board, we can talk about, about that, and maybe your relationship with movies, or at least your opinions on movies. Because I am interested in hearing that. I mean, I've never met a person who's not a movie person. That's new to me. Yeah, guys, I had a great time. Make sure to sub, and make sure to comment below and tell me.
5 stars.
Yeah,
Still do that?
Oh yeah, dude. I anything goes. I mean, I make fun of movie stars and all that all the time.
No. I mean, rate 5 stars on YouTube, whatever.
Oh yeah, rate, and also most importantly, I like to know what you think of Robert. Do you want him back? I actually want him back on this channel, and we'll have another conversation on controversial topics. Maybe not Sonic, but
They're gonna be so fucking pissed at me about saying the first thing. Holy shit.
don't be mad. I'm with you there. So you're not gonna go alone, or I'm gonna go with you. So you know what? We're both gonna be probably the mob is gonna come after us, but let them come. Let them come with their pitchforks. We'll come with our futuristic machine guns. Anyways, guys, I had a great time, Robert. I've been looking forward to this. I'm glad I finally got to talk to you about this. And you did not disappoint, man. You did not disappoint. So
Thank you. I tried to be fucking good.
Yeah, you're definitely a character yourself, man. But as always, I think I'm gonna wrap this up and let you get back to whatever you're doing.
I was just playing video games. I was doing nothing else.
You sure?
I was playing Puyo. Fuck you.
Okay,
Goodbye, man, and goodbye to everybody. Thanks for having me, man.
All right, you too. And remember, guys, to sub and like and comment below if you want Robert back. See you later, guys.
Peace.